Hello, it's Angela Brook here from Angela Brook Art, and I've been working on this journal, and I have the last few pages. It's the journal from Ranger, the Dina Wakley. I'm down to the last pages, and so I used the heavy body acrylic lemon and the turquoise, the magenta, and the tangerine, and I did this page as a sunset. This is the page with the canvas. So I want to add some lines in front. So I'm mixing the blackberry violet with the lime, and I'm going to make a darker color. And it makes a nice kind of a brownie color. I'll show you when I put it on there. And that will kind of represent in the front. And then the green would be like green grass on there. And then I will consider that page done. Use some more of that purple. And show you what it looks like. I don't know if you can see what I'm doing. So I'm just adding some different on the bottom. And then that will be done. So on this page over here, I need to do something. I want to finish this journal. So I'm going to take the, I have a stamp by Ranger as well. I'm trying to use, the Ranger products in this journal, and this is one by Delusions. So this round circle, I'm going to add some funk onto this page. So you can see that a lot of the color went onto that other page, and I could have, this is a different surface than this, so if it was the same, I could have put the sunset, continued it over there. And I'm using my Stays On ink, and then I'm going to just random put different circles on this page, and I'm going to do some of it going off the page because I think it makes it look better. I will show you if you can see it. There you go. You can see that better. And you can see there. I'll put one there. So I kind of like that starting out. I think that's enough. I don't want to have too many. And then I will always have a page I will stamp that on in the back of the book just to get rid of it. And it makes, it starts to make a nice texture. I do that in all of my journals. So then for there, I'm going to take the blackberry violet and take a card, my half of a credit card. That's the best place for credit cards, isn't it? Cut in half. And I'm just going to pick up about that much paint. And because as I'm at the end of the journal, it gets a little tricky. So, but I want to cover up some of that. So I'm just going to, if you kind of see, I'm just going to make some patterns with the purple. And if I go over some of the circles, it doesn't matter because I can stamp over it once it's dry. So I kind of like that. And then I have some more paint there that I want to cover up. And I'll put some there and there. And now I can also do, I like this bronze color. I think this bronze or pink. I think I'm going to do the pink first. I change of plans. I was going to do the bronze over it next. I think I'll put some of the pink next to it. I think it'll make a nice contrast. I have no plan. This is really how I finish my pages. Just sort of going along. Ooh, they mix together nice. And if it covers up some of the circles, that's okay. I think what I'm going to do is keep the circles black and white and go around it. I think that makes a nice contrast. So like over here, I'll take it right out to the edge of the page, right up to the circle. Same thing there. Just kind of box that in so it pops out a little bit. And put that there. kind of like that, leaving some white in the middle. And there's no right or wrong when you're doing your journal. The important thing is that you just journal and don't worry about how it comes out. 3 years ago, I made a decision, well, probably over 3 years now, I made a decision to create every day. And it's not always realistic to be behind an easel painting. So by doing pages in my journal, when I do get time to paint, it's a whole lot less stressful. It's not as intimidating because, you know, I look at these white pages and I fill them up. Sometimes I find color patterns that I like from doing my journal as well. So I will show you, put some of that pink on the edges because I want it to, and then down this spot here, I feel like it needs some more pink right up to the edge. And I like using these cards. It gives you a different look than when you use a paintbrush. And you can mix it together nice as well. So, you can scrape in it if you want. And there, I think, sometimes when you leave the edges open like that, it creates a different look. It's not always pleasing, you know, to leave it takes your eye off of the page. You know, if I did that, it would close it up. It would keep your eye more on the page, but I kind of like, I'll show you what I mean. So if I put that there, that is going to not take your eye off of the page. Same thing if I went up there, it would keep your eye coming onto the page. But on this one, I'm going to leave it open. So that's how my page looks, and I like it. And I can go around these circles since they are black. Once this page dries, I can go around it, or I can just leave it as that. I think that's a fun. I have some copper penny. It has a wire, but I'm not sure if the wire part's going to work. It may not. If it does, I may go around some of those pages. I kept this on here for a while, so it may not come out. Yeah, it does. So I'm going to just go around up some of these circles. I'm going to add another element to that. And I don't have to wait for it to dry. I can go right on top. And I like these tips that you can get for these paints. So I kind of want to make that one a little bigger. There you go. I don't have anything dead center. I kind of kept them, you know, going around. And I think that just adds another element to it. And if I wanted to cover that in more, to really make those stick out, I could. All I'd have to do is go like that. And the combination of the circle with the square kind of adds some interest. So now I just kind of made that one covered up. It sort of makes it, it adds another element that I like. So there you go. And I also have a green one, a green tube. And the lime green. I think lime would look nice on here. I don't know if this is going to come out. I will probably do this off camera because I think this one is the one that was stuck. Yeah, I haven't used it enough. I like how it comes out. I could do this. Fill some of that in. I feel like that's a nice color combination. It just sort of adds to it. So now I think it's done. And once it dries, sometimes I put borders on pages, but I don't think I need to. So that's how that page looks. That's how that one looks. I just put some stuff in the front. And so there you go. There's 2 different pages in my journal. Thanks for stopping by.